Good evening, everyone. I have to say I am 209 years old this year, but I don't feel a day over 207. I want you to forget everything you thought you knew about me. You see, most of it is in fact wrong. Father of evolution? Not really. Evolution was proposed well before my work, and I didn't even use the word evolution when it was first writing The Origin of Species. I preferred the word transmutation. Long, flowing, snow-white beard? Well, not on the voyage of the Beagle. Not until the last 15 of my 73 years on the planet. I did eventually have a luxurious beard, and yes, in fact, I did write about evolution. But what about the species that inspired me? Surely it was, anyone? Finches! The finches of the Galapagos Islands. Well, I was only in the Galapagos Islands for a little over 1 month of a 5-year journey. Would you believe that mockingbirds, foxes, sloths, guinea pigs, capybaras, and even armadillos had a bigger impact on my theory of evolution than those finches? Let us consider for a moment the meaning of the word evolution. It is from Latin verb meaning evolvere. It means unrolling. So perhaps rather than talking about the tree of life, we should instead think of the tapestry of life. Maybe evolution is more like the weaving of a cloth, evolving or being unrolled off the loom of reproduction and natural selection. It is formed by the colorful entwined thread of inheritance winding continuously through the tapestry of life. If you will allow me to reimagine one of my more well-known passages on the origin of species. There is grandeur in this view of cloth, whilst its loom has been cycling on according to the fixed laws of motion from so simple a beginning. Endless forms, most beautiful and most wonderful, have been and are being weaved. I would like you, each of you, right now, to imagine unrolling your own tapestry of life right in front of you. Each line woven by the hands of your parents and your ancestors, each line contributing to the story of a life. Some are just starting to unroll, while others are becoming, well, rather frayed. Some parts are somber in tone, while others are riotous in color. But each is made of an unbroken thread connecting life through the generations. If you look closely at your tapestry, you can see the warp and the weft, which are the names for the threads of cloth that are woven together. The warp originally held in place vertically on the loom, while the threads of the weft were woven through. The weft is an uninterrupted single thread woven back and forth to make each separate line, each line combining to form an overall pattern or image like your tapestry. I would now like you to picture a new image, a young man a month and a half shy of his 23rd birthday in Plymouth Harbor, about to board the HMS Beagle. Departing England on December 27th, 1831, bound for a voyage around South America and not to return for almost 5 years. And this brings us back to the armadillo. Let's pretend we're observing an armadillo in its natural setting. Let's say a forest in Brazil. We'll have to imagine it a little more tropical than this. Now imagine fossils dug from a nearby hillside. They're huge fossilized armor plates, an inch thick, almost identical in form to the bony plates of our living armadillo. These plates came from extinct beasts, 11 feet long and thousands of pounds in weight. I began to wonder, what is their relationship? The dissimilarities in size and morphology between fossil and recent species were too great to suggest anything more than the replacement of extinct species by other species of the same natural group. What happened between one and the other? transmutation. The conversion or transformation of one species into another. Prehistoric armadillos are not really extinct. They've simply evolved. Thank you.